Also snow in the Netherlands. But this is the winter setup, Lito winter steelies. A lot less room in the wheel arches. And of course a lot of fun to play with. Because it's a little bit more slippery, but on the other hand, in the Netherlands we use a lot of salt, so the government puts out cars, they just dispense salt on the road. The salt melts the snow or the ice, if the ice is not too cold, otherwise it will just be frozen slush. Slush is then a combination of snow, ice, salt, and a little bit of rain sometimes as well, which is then frozen again. Or it could be hail. Hail is like a little bit of ice falling down the sky. Of course, like snow is also a little bit of water, but then condensed to snow falling out of the sky. So it is quite easy in the Netherlands, especially in the winter. Of course, you can have some days that it is very cold, and also the frozen, salted yeah, conditions are not enough to make it to have enough grip, because it becomes then a frozen slush type of terrain, and oftentimes those are also more spheric. So if they are more spheric, then you see only the tip of my fingers is the surface area that you have. It's like driving on round pebbles, and that makes it extremely dangerous, extremely slippery. So even more slippery than just flat ice, so to say. Because the slush has been driven through, so therefore you get that round formations, and also frozen then in those formations. And that gives you very limited contact area patch, which is also extremely slippery. So that being said, you can imagine that this is not the best way to move forward. But in general, it is very easy to drive in wintry conditions in the Netherlands, because we do not have them as much, as one. And two, once we have them, the government takes care of it. So you have a little bit of tractors and dispensing them, but can also be a different type of trucks that put the salt on the road again. Garbage truck with a dispenser at the back, or what have you. They have all kinds of creative solutions to turn different type of vehicles into salt dispensers, and that will help enormously. It is bad news for the cars, however. So in Japan they have a lot more snow, they don't have this salt dispensing routine, and then the cars don't have a lot of salt eruption, salt that can damage the paint, salt that will have an effect on steel, so it helps the corrosion and all things alike. So that's the drawback of a very safe environment. But what's more important, safety or immaculate cars? I think it depends per person. But oftentimes a life of a human, or damage to in the Netherlands of course we also have so damage to another person. And why is it in the Netherlands we also have a lot of bicyclists, so people on a bicycle on the roads, and also pedestrians quite a lot. So I know that when I went to Atlanta in the United States, I tried to cross the roads, and I was not allowed to walk outside the hotel without being in the car, because there were so busy roads and they just don't expect you to cross them, whereas in the Netherlands you just do. But they have roads that even in the rural areas it can be 3 or 4 lanes deep. Also the speed can then be quite high. And that's not that safe to cross as a pedestrian, of course. You need a bridge or whatever to do that safely. And also with a bicycle you're oftentimes not allowed on the roads. So it's a different type of mindset. Bicycling is intertwined with our culture. It's also one of the only ways that you're not taxed into oblivion, because bicycles are not taxed as long as it's not a very fast type of bicycle. So that being said, if you're not being taxed, then you can have your fun in an easy way without costing you that much, and also just the benefit that it's a good coast. You felt it slippery a little bit. You have a good chance of improving your health as well. Try to get a little bit faster so you can get those in a little tiny slip. That's nice, to play a little bit. Having some fun, not only in the sun but also in the snow. Found my car out.